Hi ladies and gents, today I'm going to be speaking about type of market, its structure, subdivisions, and the way they behave. If you want to use this video for academic purpose, this will be really useful for you to watch. So stay tuned. Well, let's go to the business then. Yeah, as you can see, there are different types of markets, isn't it? But it's worthy to define what market is, first of all, before we start speaking about its structure and so on and so forth. Well, market is defined as a formal or informal social structure that allows buyers and sellers to exchange goods and services. Long time ago it used to be exchange of goods only, without the intervention of single currency. It was called barter at the moment, those years ago. But since there was a need to intervention of value for differentiating goods, then there was introduction of currency. Okay, but merely markets is where buyers and sellers exchange their goods and services. Right. It's necessary to appoint different types of economics that exist, globally. Well, economics could be micro or macro. These words are coming from Greek word. Micro stands for small, while macro stands for large. Micro studies the individual units of the economic system, how the companies behave, trends, and the price theories, and so on and so forth, while the macro see the economy in general, how the economy is behaved, how was the national income, national output, consume, as it's gone up, is there an increase on imports, exports, is the GDP gone up, is GDP gone down, how was the exchange rate, and so on and so forth. So that was the economics. Now, whenever you go in different markets, you're going to find that there are divisions, and there are different types of markets. They are mainly subdivided into perfect competition, imperfect competition, oligopoly, and monopoly. Well, on the perfect competition, the products offered are homogeneous. Okay, there are many individuals, buyers and suppliers. And these companies tend to be price takers. Or they don't set the price. The price is set by behavior of the market. Okay, a simple example will be supermarkets. There are Tesco, Sainsbury's, and so on. They set the price of the products. No, they don't. They obviously see or make a benchmark between each other to see how and how much should the product be sold for. See, and obviously on the imperfect competition, the products provided are heterogeneous. As you can imagine, there are lots of small suppliers, and obviously they tend to be price makers, believe it or not. Example, you go into hairdresser. Different hairdressers make different prices, obviously, and you can imagine that no hairdresser is prepared to take the price that the market will deter. So in that sense, we consider them as a price makers. Well, you can jump now to oligopoly. Oligopoly is our third market structure. Here, you got few large firms and few suppliers, I would say. Okay, and there are few producers in there, and they tend to have a higher market share. Simple example is BMW or banks. Okay, those are the firms with a really high market share, and they are operating on oligopoly kind of characteristics. Well, we're going to jump to our last one, which is monopoly. Why is that monopoly? Obviously, it's monopoly because there are, let's say, one supplier only, and these suppliers tend to have 100% of market share. They are price makers. They are price makers due to the fact that there are only one. The substitution is almost non-existent, you know. And obviously, if their market, if they set up the price, that's the main reason that we're going to call them as a monopoly. Alright? A simple example would be, let's say, O2. When they start to bring up the iPhones, okay, no other company were allowed to sell iPhone if not O2. So that sense, they were monopolists. They were monopolistics, and due to the fact that they had 100% shares of the iPhone in the market. So again, just to recapitulate it, there are 4 types of markets. You got perfect competition, imperfect competition, oligopoly, and monopoly. Yeah. One thing I should mention is between these two, there is a low concentration. Yeah, low concentration of the market. Okay, as you can imagine, these companies don't make as much profit as the oligopoly and monopoly. So in that sense, we're going to say that on this side, they are high concentrated market. Yeah, they got high shares, close to 100% shares of the market. So this is important as well to mention, especially if that's for academic reason. Thanks for watching my video. Hope that it was useful for you, and wait for the next chapter. Thank you.